Families have a lot going on. Let Ollie help manage the mental load with new cognitive help supplements for everyone 4 and up, like delicious Lolly Focus Pops or Lolly Mellow Pops for kids. And for parents, try 3 new Brainy Chews to help you focus, chill out, or get energized. Find these cognitive health buddies for the whole fam at ollie.com. That's OLLY.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Whoa. Landing an account this big will totally change my landscaping business. It's gonna mean hiring more guys and more equipment and new trucks for the new guys to drive the new equipment in. I don't know if I'm ready.
You can do this, and Ford Pro FinSimple can help. Our experts are ready to make growing pains less painful for your business with flexible financing solutions that meet the needs of your business today when you need them. Get started at fordpro.com/financing.
This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 3216, Pursuing a Richer, Fuller Level of Happiness, Part 2, by Joshua Becker of becomingminimalist.com. And I'm Justin Malik. Happy Saturday. Welcome back, or welcome for the first time if you're new here. This is where I read to you like a big ongoing audiobook from many different authors, but today being a continuation from yesterday, so I'd recommend listening to yesterday's episode first. If you're all caught up, let's get right to part 2 and continue optimizing your life. Pursuing a Richer, Fuller Level of Happiness, Part 2, by Joshua Becker of becomingminimalist.com. Living to the fullest. Sandra owns a popular local restaurant and employs teens to bus tables there. Sandra shared with me that a 17-year-old girl started working at the restaurant on a Mother's Day, which was wildly busy. As a young employee was punching her time card at the end of the day, Sandra asked her how she felt about her first day. With an exhausted look on her face, the girl remarked, "I'm so tired." Sandra, who'd also hustled throughout the day, added, "I know, doesn't it feel great?" The young girl, clearly surprised by her boss's comment, mustered, I don't know if that's what I was going to say." Sandra laughed as she recounted the story to me, explaining, "There's just this wonderful feeling to know that you've put your whole heart into something and lived your day to the fullest, that you didn't waste it. You made the most of it." What Sandra was describing about work is also true in life. We experience meaning and satisfaction when we get to the end of the day, end of the year, end of the season, and know that we put everything we had into what we were doing, that we gave our all to something bigger than us. That kind of meaning and purpose simply can't be found among life's more fleeting pleasures. Those things may add short moments of happiness and pleasure, but we experience the most authentic, longest lasting happiness when we fulfill the role we've been called to live. We taste it, not as we strive to please ourselves, but as we offer the benefit we're designed to provide in the world. If you know what your purpose is, that's great. If you don't, let me suggest one simple step you can take today. Who is one person in your life who needs what you can offer? A child, a coworker, a friend, or maybe a customer at your business. What benefit can you bring into that person's world today? This, living a life not for ourselves but others, is at the root of that deeper happiness we were each made for. And the big win is that it's not available only to the privileged few. A 15-year-old girl who hosts a fundraiser to help orphan children find families can experience authentic happiness. A woman who cares for an ailing parent can enjoy knowing that she's doing the most with what she has. A man with a PhD who's just completed drug rehab and is working at Home Depot can choose happiness by serving others on the job. The parent who can't afford to take his family to Disneyland can use his vacation days to build a Habitat for Humanity home with his teenage son. Experiencing satisfaction by doing the best we can right where we are with what we've been given is going to look different for each person. The mom of a colicky newborn might count it a win to get to the end of the day having only broken down in tears twice. The retired financial consultant might help a struggling nonprofit stay afloat financially. A father who coaches his daughter's Little League team after work might spend 2 extra hours a week with a boy who's never known his father. You can tackle what is in front of you today with confidence that as you purpose to benefit others where you are with what you've been given, you can enjoy meaning and satisfaction. When happiness doesn't look like what you expected. Because selfless living in service to others is what we're made for, we can even experience happiness when life doesn't turn out the way we thought it might. Helen was working as a pediatric nurse when a newborn with special needs was abandoned at the hospital where she worked. Helen and her husband, a respected attorney and leader in their community, decided to adopt this little girl. 6 months later, Helen's husband died unexpectedly, leaving her to raise 2 teenage daughters and an infant with special needs, all on her own. And that was 10 years ago. By no stretch of the imagination is anyone who is searching for happiness going to look at Helen's family and aspire to walk the road they've traveled. Honestly, there's no earthly reason why Helen should be happy. She doesn't check any of the boxes that our culture has used to measure success. And yet today, she experiences a kind of satisfaction in life that most of us only dream about. It's not based on the size of her house, the model of her car, or the cash available in her savings account. It's a happiness based on something far greater and built on realities that can never perish, spoil, or fade. She has done the best she can with the one life she's been given. And when she lays her head down on the pillow each night, she can feel fully satisfied with the life she has lived that day. I don't believe finding deep happiness is ever a walk in the park. It doesn't always look like the images we see in ads or even a stress-free life. Not every day is cheerful bliss. Sometimes happiness is hard and messy. Sometimes it feels like achy legs or sheer exhaustion. Sometimes a life that is deeply satisfying looks very different than the one we thought we were promised. Income can't determine our happiness. Life's unavoidable losses can't determine our happiness. Illness can't determine our happiness. Unexpected challenges, ones that we never imagined when we were dreaming the dreams for our lives, can't determine our happiness. Even relationships ultimately cannot determine our happiness. Lasting satisfaction can be ours only when we invest our life into those things that are worthy of the one life we've been given. Choosing happiness. If you're weary of chasing after pleasures that fail to satisfy and itching to experience a deeper satisfaction in life, let these 3 thoughts be your guide. First, dig in right where you are. Care for the people in your kitchen, your swing set, your carpool, your neighborhood, your soccer field. Second, use what you have. Do you enjoy cooking? Do you interact with people in your day job? Can you do simple home repairs? Use the opportunities and gifts you've already been given. And third, benefit others. Though our natural instinct is to please ourselves, open your eyes to those around you who might be in need. How can you do good for the people in your orbit? Neighbors, strangers, people who speak a language other than English, children without parents, folks who look different than you. Tackle what is in front of you with confidence as you purpose to benefit others where you are with what you've been given. You'll find joy and lasting meaning in it. You will discover happiness. You just listened to part 2 of the post titled Pursuing a Richer, Fuller Level of Happiness by Joshua Becker of becomingminimalist.com. And I'll be right back with my commentary.
Look, Bumble knows you're exhausted by dating. All the must not take yourself too seriously and 6'1" since that matters. And what do I even say other than, hey? Well, that's why they're introducing an all-new Bumble with exciting features to make compatibility easier, starting the chat better, and dating safer. They've changed, so you don't have to. Download the new Bumble now.
At Evernorth Health Services, We believe costs shouldn't get in the way of life-changing care, and we're doing everything in our power to make it possible. Behavioral health solutions that also keep your projections at their best? It's possible. Pharmacy benefits that benefit your bottom line? It's possible. Complex specialty care that cares about your ROI? It's possible. Because we're already doing it. All while saving businesses billions. That's Wonder made possible. Learn more at evernorth.com/wonder.
Thank you again to Joshua. I thought there was a part in there worth repeating. He said, I don't believe finding deep happiness is ever a walk in the park. It doesn't always look like the images we see in ads or even a stress-free life. Not every day is cheerful bliss. Sometimes happiness is hard and messy. Sometimes it feels like achy legs or sheer exhaustion. It's a great point, something that comes up on this podcast from time to time, that there's never an end place of happiness, no matter how much money we have in the bank or how many things we've collected. But there is a sort of baseline satisfaction by having purpose and meaning. We might be ecstatic one day and then defeated the next, and that's okay. Well, it's not just okay, but normal and expected. There is no place here on earth where we can expect permanent happiness, and I think we all know that. So the next best thing is finding, as Joshua said, lasting meaning. So a nice one from Joshua to consider this weekend. Please do consider it, and I'll do the same. Have a great weekend, and I'll be back tomorrow as usual, where your optimal life awaits.